All right, guys, we're doing this. I'm gonna raw dog it, going mad cow. I'm 12 hours into Black Ops 7's multiplayer. I haven't touched zombies or campaign yet. And I was skeptical going into the game. I heard they were nerfing slide speed. You know, they got the skill-based matchmaking stuff being removed, or EOMM if you want to be specific about it. And me being a big fan of Black Ops 6, it actually sparked my interest in shooting games again. It got me back into the shooting genre, alongside Battlefield 1, which I was a late adapter to. Like, I started playing that game a year or two ago, well past its release date. So being a skeptic, being on the fence about Black Ops 7, I'm happy to say that I think 7 right now has the potential to be better than 6. The launch is great. In my experience, the game just works. I mean, I've encountered like 3 bugs in 12 hours. My clan tag resets every time I restart the game. Whenever I'm queued up in a lobby, which I never queue up for Team Deathmatch, I don't like the mode at all. If I'm about to go into, let's say, kill order, it'll show I'm about to go into Team Deathmatch, which minor annoyance, but yeah, I noticed that was in 7's beta, and I think it might be the case in 6 too. Can't even think of the third bug at the moment. I know I'm unprepared. Like I said, I'm raw dogging this because I really just wanted to hop into the game as soon as possible. I didn't do the New Zealand trick. You know, I worked my day job and then at night hopped into the game. Figured I'd play for a few hours. What was supposed to be a few hours ended up being I played till 7 a.m. My power went out and I said, okay, it's time for bed. But that just goes to show how much I, at least personally, am enjoying the game. I really want to stress, if you didn't like Black Ops 6, you're probably not going to like this game. But, you know, out of the box, the game just works. I didn't have to go into any files, not having hit reg issues. I'm not having network issues pop up. I have seen some people have network issues. I didn't scroll through Twitter too much because I'm busy enjoying the game. I want to just experience it for myself before I dive too much into what other people are saying. But as far as I can tell, the slide in 7 has not been nerfed from 6, or from the beta even. Movement actually feels amazing. I was on the fence about if it would be better than 6 with Omni Movement and the introduction of wall jump. Thought maybe they would tone down Omni Movement to compensate, but instead what they did do is buff mantle speed. It's on par with Modern Warfare 3 now, I would say, and it feels amazing. It really helps keep wall jumps fast-paced, transitioning, you know, over ledges and jumping into buildings, or mantling into buildings, I should say. So in my opinion, just gonna say it, this is the best movement we've ever had in a Call of Duty game. I'm still not crazy about the wall jumping. I know a lot of people loved Black Ops 3. I never played it, but from the videos I've watched about Black Ops 3, it seems pretty on par with it. The wall jump aspect, at least. And it's a nice blend to have that without the jetpacks. Jetpacks is when Call of Duty lost my interest. At that point, I'm just gonna go play Titanfall, but that's just me. If you played beta, you probably noticed that ADS while sliding and wall jumping was locked behind a perk. That's no longer the case. It's just in the base game, no perks. So they also reworked perks from beta. How in beta, I think it was dexterity that gave you ADS with slide and wall jump. And whatever else it did, that's no longer the case. Now you have lightweight, on the other hand, that increases your movement speed for sliding, jumping, wall jumping, get more inertia, which I'm a big fan of because I think modern Call of Duty, at least, and I think of a Twitch shooter. Like, you want to move around fast and you want everything to be snappy, and it feels good. It feels like Call of Duty that you'd expect it to feel like, at least a modern Call of Duty. Now for the guns, same stories it always is. Some guns are just better than others. Some guns I feel are pretty useless, like the Peacemaker. I can't find a use for that gun. It just, the amount of recoil for how little damage it seems to do just doesn't, I don't get the gun's place in the game. Maybe that'll change when I unlock the right attachments, but yeah. The game's early, there's still a lot to explore, but all the weapon types feel good. Just very important, obviously. Snipers are pretty damn buffed from Black Ops 6. I know a lot of people said sniping just wasn't all that in 6. If you're one of those people and maybe that turned you off from the game, they're a lot better in 7. Even just playing the game and having voice chat on, I'd notice people make comments about that pretty regularly. That sniping's good now. Not that I think it was bad in 6, but if you're one of those people, 7 answered your prayers. At least for that aspect. And as far as controversial weapons go, besides snipers, of course we have shotguns, which those feel good too. They feel about how Black Ops 6 ended. Kind of like that. They're probably a little more long range than what some people would like it to be, which is fair enough. I'm biased. I've always been a shotgun enjoyer, so that's about as much as I'll say about that. The equipment and perks are pretty standard stuff. Probably the biggest offenders that I'm guessing people are going to complain about the most would be obviously the drone pod. Even though it's been nerfed from beta, it's still a force to be reckoned with. It definitely changes how the game plays. Sometimes I feel like it's easy enough to deal with. Other times I'm trying to rush to an objective and it does catch me off guard and doesn't just clip me, it kills me. The other thing I would say would be a tactical, which is the sight grenade. Sight grenade basically makes you hallucinate. It's very disorienting. Like I said, the game's early. I still don't fully understand everything. I haven't explored every little thing. Off the bat, the perk tac mask can kind of negate the sight grenade. Besides that, I'm not sure what the real counterplay is there. So we'll see how strong it really ends up being in the meta. But yeah, I think drone pod's still gonna be the main complaint. Everything else is kind of just Call of Duty stuff. Even then, I don't know if I would say the drone pod's the worst thing I've seen in Call of Duty as far as a field upgrade, but it's kind of up there. Kind of a cheesy factor to it, like how the sleeper agent is, but sleeper agent's a lot more fun in my opinion. And if you're wondering what I'm playing in this video, it's Overload. If you play the beta, you've seen it before. It's a new mode. It's pretty much like football in Call of Duty, and I'm not a sports fan, but the mode's fun. It has the same issue as any other mode, though. There's a lot of people who just don't know how to play it. Probably won't learn how to play it for the lifespan of Call of Duty. Just is what it is. There's a reason, you know, Team Deathmatch is the most popular mode. Not tossing shade, just it's the truth. But a good game of Overload is fun, for sure. Besides that, you have all your standard stuff, Dom, TDM, Search and Destroy. They don't have a face-off playlist yet. I desperately want my face-off playlist back. Or maybe desperately is not the right word because the maps in the game right now are actually good. I think I'd rather them over 6 so far. Which, to be fair, like 4 of these maps are from Black Ops 2. One of which I hate, Hijacked. But I know a lot of people love it, and hey, I loved Bullet from Black Ops 6, so I can't say too much. I just personally... This is the only map I remember from Black Ops 2, guys. Like, that's how much I don't like this map. It just stuck with me over the years. But anyways, there's also Express, which... Great map. That's the only map I play on Search and Destroy for 7 so far, and man, that made me want to play Search all day, but I'm trying to get my rank up, so I'm doing other modes for now. Gotta get my prestiges in. They also have Raid from Black Ops 2, another really good map. Nuketown, the website says it's launch and preseason maps, so I'm guessing this is a preseason one because I've yet to play Nuketown on this game, but what I do like about the look of Nuketown, at least from the pictures, it looks like it was modified to compensate for the wall jumping in 7, whereas Hijacked, I don't see it. Nothing. Like, I've yet to see a part of the map where it's like, I want to wall jump on this to get to there or to get a better advantage. It's like you wall jump and then get clipped by the roof above it. It's kind of silly. In that sense, Hijacked feels rushed, I guess you could say, whereas Nuketown, it looks like it was rebuilt for 7, as it should be. And the game does launch with a lot of maps. I think it's like 17 for multiplayer, and then there's 2 maps for skirmish, the 20 versus 20 mode, which that I could sum up pretty fast. It's kind of like Ground War, whatever it was from Modern Warfare 3, I think it is. It's like a knockoff Battlefield, which this pretty much is. My reason for coming back to this mode would be the squirrel suit, because I love the squirrel suit. Loved it in Battlefield 2042. It's a lot of fun. Leads to a lot of hype, clip moments, or just fun moments if you're not streamer brained. It's fun. I'm only gonna come back to it for the wingsuit shenanigans, squirrel suit. think I've covered pretty much everything here besides one thing, which is probably the biggest thing everyone's been talking about with Black Ops 7, and that is the removal or the severely toned down version of skill-based matchmaking slash EOMM. And seen some people say it differently, but at least my experience 12 hours into the game, it's definitely not there. There's no skill-based matchmaking. For better and for the worse. Or I should say worst, because I feel like I've seen the worst of what no skill-based matchmaking has to offer. Where one team's pretty much all sweats and the other team is like the most casual players you can imagine. It's not always like that, but I mean, I've already had my fair share of just running over the enemy team pretty much by myself. They just couldn't defend themselves, and yeah. If that's what you like, then hey, I think you'll be happy with this, you know. I'm probably the minority on this one, but I wasn't really looking forward to the removal of skill-based matchmaking. I think skill-based matchmaking should just be reworked, but there should definitely be team balancing. You can see this in Call of Duty and other games. Just nobody has fun unless you're like a sweaty scrub or something. Nobody has fun just steamrolling the other team. Fun to go back and forth, or if you do steamroll them, it feels good if it's earned, not just because they don't know how to play the mode. Like Overload, for example. I've had games where we went 8-0 or 0-8 because one team just doesn't know what the hell's going on. They're just sitting on the objective, not realizing they have to bring the bomb to it or defend the objective from the bomb, you know? It's just, yeah, some people say otherwise. From my experience, I don't think skill-based matchmaking's in the game. There's a skill-based matchmaking playlist, which I haven't played because I don't want to play team deathmatch, but that's about it. I think judging it from now, you know, 2 days into its launch, it's a great game for my taste because, like I said, I already loved Black Ops 6. Got me back into Call of Duty and just shooting games in general. If things keep going at this rate, I think Black Ops 7 could end up being one of the best Call of Duties. But if you didn't like 6 or 3's multiplayer, then yeah, it's probably not the game for you. But let me know what you think. Have you had a garbage launch experience? Did you just skip the game? Do you think snipers are too strong? You know, whatever it is, I'd love to hear it. And I just wanted to make a quick video. Maybe I'll make something more in depth later on, but yeah, I'm going back to play the game because I'm having fun with it. So, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching.